Good day, everyone. Welcome back to NjenjeMediaTV. My name is Maazi, Ezeoke. Today, I want to show us how to drive and avoid the bad roads if you're heading to Enugu from Anambra, especially from the Anambra South or Central. I am from Ezinifta, and I am headed to Enugu. And this is how to avoid these bad spots. Now, you can see this bad section. This is if you're driving from Unubi, Ezinifte, where you have the Agent Hospital. This road ought to have been done by Obiano administration, but he has failed us on this road. So we hope that Obiano would eventually come. Now, many people who are not conversant with using sat-nav or navigation, as many will call them, I would advise that you use them because it works and it helps me move around in Nigeria. So the road we're going to take is going to be through Oji River into Enugu. Now let's get back on the road. So you can imagine that the road is now wet, and this is January 2022. Suddenly on a January day, after suffering so many heat, the weather was so warm, and it rained. Second week of January, just everybody woke up on a Sunday, and it started raining. The rain started from Ekurobia, and on this road that as we are driving now, this is the, we've gone past Ufuma. That is, you go from Ekurobia, Oko, Ufuma. So we are now heading into Ogu on this road. When you get to Ogu, there is, on your right, you can turn to Inyachi, but on this occasion, we turned left and we took this road. Now, there are things that we, have to highlight here. The roads, for some reason, appeared to be slightly lonely, but obviously it is given because in as much as the Enugu Onitsha is still in a very bad shape in some sections, though federal government have fixed some sections at the Umunya axis and also at the Enugu axis as well. But the Enugu Amansi section is unbelievable, terrible. So that's the reason why I avoided that section. So I am using this section to head to Enugu. Now you can see, wow, it is, it is a lonely road, but it is better and it is a smooth ride. It takes you about 2 hours 15 minutes to 2 hours 30 minutes, depending on which part of Enugu you're headed to. Okay, so that's what it's going to take you. Now, in most cases, if you use the Enugu Onitsha, the one that goes through Oka, it might take you 3 hours to 3.5 hours. Again, bear in mind, petrol is getting costlier, so people now try to, drive wisely. You see, but the funny thing here is, and this is something that I keep saying to us as Nigerians, this is a journey of about 92 kilometers. 92 kilometers on a very good day. On a very good day. Let's assume I am driving in a German, Autobahn. I can do 92 kilometers in an hour 15 minutes. But here I am going to do this about, if the sat-nav calculation is correct, it's going to be about 2 hours 30 minutes. That means on a good road, I'm saving myself an hour. Then I could actually go to Enugu, do my work, come back in the evening again, and sleep. But here is not possible. So you have to plan in 3 hours, 3.5 hours, because you never know what you're going to see on the road. So these are things that I believe, as time goes by, that every one of you watching me now would eventually lend your voice, that we must keep holding government to account. They are not doing us favors by us demanding that they do these right things, that they fix these roads. You know, most times you come to these roads, they are filled with bumps. Of course, I do understand why they have bumps there, because the level of speed people, you know, do on this road, it sometimes can be unbelievable. So the only thing that can actually stop these speeds are the speed bumps, and these speed bumps are not done by government. I must note, these speed bumps are done by the communities. You know I spearheaded the one done in Ezenifite Agwata, my community, and you can see that sometimes when people do it, they do them with cement, you know, and that is it. Government does have, and the people will finish the other one. Why are the people doing it? Of course, they do not want their people to die. Okay? And one thing I've noticed on this road, driving on this road, that I also must note is people are heaping sands, you know, construction sands. You know, when people are doing their construction, they sometimes heap them on the road, and you know, using wheelbarrow to take them inside the compound. I think this should be discouraged, because obviously this is a danger to driving. But in all, the road is not entirely bad, you can see. But I think there are some, you know, small cracks on that road that ought to by now have gotten the attention of the Enugu state government. So here, you know, in my front, we will get to a point we'll turn to Udi. Sorry, you know, we've gone past. Yes, we will get to a point where we'll turn to Udi. Now you come back to that same old Oka Enugu Expressway, which some sections are now being repaired and done by the Enugu state government. Again, Enugu state government in some of these, you know, major roads are actually, I believe they are doing their best, but sometimes, obviously, I believe they can also do more than what they are currently doing. People, it is indeed, you know, it feels good. I mean, I don't know many of you, but it feels good to drive on, you know, sometimes on this road, recording this road. So it's before some of you will start accusing me, I record hands-free. I have a camera mount on my dashboard, you know, that I use in recording, so I don't hold my phone when I do the recordings. So don't start yabbing, okay? So people, you can see, if you if you do a count of the speed bumps so far encountered, you might see that we've done maybe around 35 to 40 on that road. And you will know that these, like I said before, are done by the communities. I think it would be better that governments, you know, when they do these things, that they begin to build it into their road construction, or rather maintenance, you know, build it in to do these um, speed bumps, because they are really helping. You know, in my own community, for instance, we lost about 6 people, you know, to that road, which because these, you know, the people we lost were as a result of the, you know, speed that people engage in. So, somewhat, you know, I need to cut a lot of, you know, unnecessary videos. So now we are gone through the Milking Hill, and I am now at the Enugu Port Harcourt. You know, there is a way we went through Udi, came to Enugu Port Harcourt, now headed into, because I'm heading to the Akanibiam International Airport, Enugu. That's where I'm headed now. I will do another video on the things I see there. But one other video that is definitely going to come from me will be the discovery that DSS has a post in Enugu Airport. And when you're flying into Enugu, they will stop you and ask you to clear DSS first before you can go to the immigrations. I found that really strange, that something like this is happening, you know, in my backyard and no one is speaking about it. I eventually got videos of that in Enugu, so this is not something that anybody could deny. I have videos of this. So come back to this Enugu, Port Harcourt. You can see this is Enugu, Port Harcourt. Excellently done in some section by the federal government. I must give them credit. You know what I do here is when things are done right, I say them. When things are not done right, I mean, obviously I say them. But this traffic here, you'll be surprised what is causing this traffic. You see? Policemen. And there is another section that we'll come to, actually. When we get there, you will see what I mean. The traffic that we just witnessed there is as a result of police just blocking the road. You can see how free this road is. This road you're looking at now is done by the Buhari government. Okay? So many of you who, may not like it, but hey, this is the truth. So this section is still bad. It has not been done by the government, but the other sections are already done by the Buhari government. The road and the quality is indeed good. But what I still do not understand is, why would a government finish road construction like they've done now? You see the road is excellent. No single marking on the road. And I question, why? Why is it that this has to happen? Well, I am Maazi Ezeoke.